Hello. Roofs tonight. About to meet a case study. Apparently, it's right on the edge. What are you doing? Yeah, this is a disguise for the next series. I'll be confronting the rogues dressed as a policewoman from the 1970s. We got the email about your roofing job. It's a big job.
What's that in your hands? Is that grit?
Oh, yeah. It's a very weak sand mortar mix that rogues use to butter up the joints on a roof. Classic rogue technique. Tell me, did he give you a landline or a mobile number?
There was nothing in those notes about a mobile phone.
Okay, I know you're upset. Don't forget, we're here to help you.
What should I do?
Well, Dan's down there.
Hello!
If you just want to pop down, we'll get your story and then we'll take it from there. No? No. I was thinking of the stairs. Roll the dice. We're taking a gamble with snakes on ladders. Could this be the most expensive tile replacement ever?
£600.
My Eastern European alter ego, Jimmy, sharpens his teeth, ready for battle. With Bob, otherwise known as Scary Scouse.
And I've never had this shape before.
You're clearly very annoyed.
I'm very annoyed.
All in the next jaw-dropping, eavesdropping half hour.
I can't believe you got dressed up as a policewoman.
What, me?
Yeah, it was you. I saw you.
Nah, somebody else.
Got nice legs, though.
Thanks, mate. Dansky, the rooftops of the nation are gaining a reputation. To have it put right. Why is that part of the house special? What's there in that corner?
The reason why we were so concerned about it is my wife is severely disabled and she spends most of her time in an electrically operated bed in a corner of the room which is directly under where the leak is running down the wall. So we were concerned that if we got a real thunderstorm, it might come through the ceiling.
Derek contacted Slatex to complain but had no joy, so he threatened Bob with legal action. Bob didn't like that.
His manner was aggressive right the way through, you know, because even over the phone he was saying to me, oh, I'll have to put this phone down because if I was stood in front of you, he said, I doubt whether I'd be able to hold myself back.
So the court found in your favour?
Yes, found in my favour. Even in the courtroom, he was aggressive towards the judge and he wouldn't keep quiet. The judge had to keep reprimanding him.
Would you like me to meet up with him and show everybody what he does?
If you like, if that's the way, you know, get your running shoes on.
I will do. Lovely to meet you, Mr. Fletcher.
Okay,
thank you very much.
All right.
We need a house. Oh, look, there's one now. With the requisite old lady and light dusting of tiny cameras. And, of course, we need a roofing expert, like Barry Cross.
You know, sometimes you have to stop to smell the flowers. Hello, Barry.
Hi, Matt.
What's up with this one, then?
Well, we've got some broken roof tiles. There's a damaged valley gutter on the back. A little bit of routine maintenance required.
Apart from that, not much?
No, not a great deal at all.
How much is it going to cost to fix?
No more than £250.
And how long?
Oh, less than half a day.
We've called Slatex and Bob's on his way. There's just enough time to nip up a ladder and set another cheeky little fault. Barry's unclipped the guttering. It'll only take seconds to fix, but will Bob spot it? Barry's in place and just the job. Here's Bob.
It keeps dripping. You can see on the path there.
Yeah.
What's done that?
Look, I think he's seen the... No, he's missed the guttering. He was looking at it, but I think he's missed it.
Yeah, you've got broken sides there. Can you see?
Broken tiles on there.
So they're on the line where you're on about. So there's a tile with the corner. See it?
Oh,
Bob, look at the unclipped gutter. But he's got his own take on what's causing the dripping, and it sounds expensive.
So there's lead underneath that plastic there. There's no lead underneath that felt, and I think that's where wind is driving in and it's coming down this felt. So it wants these tiles taking off. So it's not a massive job. You want different felt putting on there.
Well, felt flashing is not as durable as lead, but it's serving the purpose, and there's no real need to change it at the present time.
But I'm going to show you something now.
Right.
Can you see that 1, 2, 3, 4 doors away from yourself?
Right.
They're starting to have new roofs, and should I tell you why? On this estate here now, the tiles are called a Marley Major. No, right, we'll go back across.
We'll go back across, yeah.
Now, the Marley Major tile, if you look, you'll suddenly see other people will start having new roofs on.
Right.
And the reason I know that...
Hold on a second. I think he's trying to sell us a whole new roof.
The tiles become porous.
These have a life of about 70 years. They certainly don't need replacement after 30 years, and they should remain weather resistant until the end of their life.
If I open this roof up now, bet you'll see on this felt underneath that it's all got white watermarks on it. Because the water's getting above and running down to the lowest points, and that's where you're seeing
That's
it
why
there.
it's dripping, is it?
Watermarks, eh? Remember that for later.
Whoever did that roof was no roofer. That one's taking off completely, and it wants new lead put on those windows and new felt here, and end of problem. You know
So what does Bob make of the back?
Oh my God.
Really?
Where the...
Is that awful?
Good God, Pat. You've had the cowboys here, haven't you?
Have I?
You know, I hate it when they call them cowboys. It's so 90s.
Everyone calls them rogue traders now.
That's right. They don't ride horses.
They don't eat beans.
He's right.
So for £500, I'd go all over the house.
500.
For everything, I'd do
Let me
everything
just
for you.
jot it down then.
Write it down for you if you want. I mean,
Oh,
I'd
yeah,
like to
that-
think you. £500 to reseal the fronts and also seal rear, or I'll put back, valley.
But Bob's on about a new roof again. He just won't leave it alone.
I think what you should do,
Yeah.
if you're going to pay 500 quid to have it repaired, is have a new roof rather than have it
Oh,
repaired.
Lord. Whatever would that cost
Oh,
me?
good God, not as much as what you think.
Really?
Roof on this, under £2,000 for everything. A brand
New
roof.
roof.
It doesn't even need a new roof.
This roof is past its sell-by date.
Right.
What happens is the tiles become porous, the water soaks through, it's called porosity.
Porosity? Porosity?
Yeah, it's a great place. I love it. Springtime is the best time. I even got a guide, look.
Bob could mean porosity, as in letting in water, which is not what's happening here.
Thank you very much indeed.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, love, thank you.
Bye-bye. So, when did you say if I decided to have it? Friday, if you could.
He can't tear himself away. Bob, go on, go.
Yeah.
We don't need a new... Oh, he's coming back. We don't need a new roof.
It's a far better option to do the bigger job, because
Right.
do the bigger job, you've got warranties, you've got guarantees, you've got the law. I can guarantee...
I don't understand why he's saying that the property should need a new roof after only 35 years.
Bye-bye. Ta, love.
Bye-bye, love.
It didn't seem too bad.
Yes, Dan, let's just hope that his character doesn't radically transform later in the programme.
Yeah. Where to now, mate?
Which city has the country's most famous roofs?
I got it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Come on then, let's go. You have no idea where we're going, do you?
No.
Oxford, come on!
I knew that.
Yeah, I know you.
Yes, the dreaming spires are, if you just think about it for a while, pointy roofs. We've heard about Oxford-based Aberseal UK Limited, who are becoming professors of pitched rooflessness, and probably as a result wear mortarboards. Bit lame that one, sorry. House, old lady, expert, Yahtzee!
Does anything need to be done to that house's roof back there?
Nope, it's perfectly all right. It's functional, it's not leaking, there's no sign of water damp inside.
How about the roof of the porch?
The porch has one or two defects. There's a broken tile at the bottom edge.
How much would that cost to repair?
£50 to £100, it's not much.
Thank you, Ron.
My pleasure.
And because there's so little to do on the porch, Roy's moving a couple of tiles out of place. It should only take a minute to put right, if you're competent, that is. The cameras are set. We're ready to make sharply observed witty observations.
He's got a bucket.
Hello.
And here's Aberseal. That's Adam Bickford, a great example of what an Oxford education can do for you, because aged only 21, he's already a director of the company.
You see this roof here?
Yeah.
It's there's a bit dropped off there, and there's one or two that are dislodged. So what do you reckon then? What would you advise me to do?
You know, temporary repairing, repair the little bits, repair it permanently, and replace the tiles with new ones.
Yeah.
That's your options, really.
What would you recommend then?
Taking the porch off, the tiles,
Yeah.
and then putting new tiles on, and also replacing this fascia wall because it's rotten at the top. Taking that off and putting PVC, and a new guttering and join it into there with the downpipe. And that's the job that you'd never have to go back to it ever again.
Replacing a whole porch just because of one chipped tile? Dan's got chipped teeth, but I don't replace his head.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye, love. Thank you.
Here's the bad news. Adam's recommended option, renewing the whole porch, would cost us a whopping 1,500 quid. Or, he says we can have it patched up, a snip at only 600. Remember, all he needs to do is change one tile. Back to St Helens, where Bob from Slatex has sent his boys out on the tiles. Although Bob's been trying to sell us a new roof, we've decided to go for an overhaul. At 500 quid, it's expensive, as he's quoted for unnecessary work, but it should mean we'll end up with no broken tiles and no leaky gutter. They start by ripping out the felt flashing under the window.
It was doing a quite effective job without having to replace it.
Watch out, boys, because if you're not careful, you might... Oh, no.
It's broken one.
Can I kick it? Can I kick it?
Well, there's the underfelt that he's taking up. Doesn't appear water stained. There's no white marks on there, as Bob said there would be.
After putting the old tiles back on the front, they have a look at the back roof. Plenty of broken tiles there, but look, they've decided to completely ignore them. They're replacing the flashing, which, remember, doesn't need to be changed.
He's bringing 4 tiles. 4 tiles to the roof. 4 tiles is simply not enough. There's at least 15 tiles that need to be changed.
Oh, look, there goes another one.
There's somewhere in the region of 12 to 15 broken tiles still on that roof.
It looks like they've finished. Guess what? They never spotted the unclipped gutter.
Hello, dear.
We're all done now.
Oh, you're all done?
We can't do the back bit because of the rain. The cement will just run out. So
Oh.
I'll be in touch and let you know.
So there we are, a couple of hours of pretty pointless work for the princely sum of 500 quid. I've got to hot-foot it back to Oxford for an appointment with Aberseal. Not a Swedish pop tribute band, but roofers, the ones who want 600 quid to repair a chipped tile. Mamma mia.
£600, mate.
And all they really needed to do was replace one tile. Hey, you don't think?
Must be.
This could be worthy of the golden tile.
Yes, it could be the most expensive single tile replacement of all time. This we've got to see.
OK, Roy, apply the cans.
Here's Adam. He's all set to get down to work, but first he's keen to know if we've got the readies.
Did you get to the bank all right?
I've got my money.
Yeah.
That's okay, yeah. But I'll pay you afterwards, right?
No problem.
Yeah, okay then.
I'll borrow your toilet before I start. Is that all right?
Well, I tried, you didn't. I don't really want anybody to come in. You know?
Oh, no problem, no, that's
I don't like anybody coming in when I'm on my own.
I'll shoot off in about half an hour anyway.
As it turns out, he's going to shoot off slightly earlier than that. Look, it's times like these when you really hope no one's looking. Like millions of BBC One viewers. Fully refreshed, he removes the broken tile and those around it.
What's he doing? He's just cleaning the back of the mortar off the back of the tile. so they can reuse it. This way stands a chance of breaking the tile.
And sure enough, he has broken it. But Adam's putting it back on the roof anyway. No one will see. Whoops, that won't do the roses any good. OK, status check. The tiles are back over the porch, although some of them are a bit worse for wear. Now Adam's caught on the horns of a dilemma. As The Clash said, should he stay or should he go? Because he's got to go again. That's it, sort yourself out. Got a bit of paper on your shoe, Adam? No, I'm only joking.
You shouldn't take any more fluids on board. Definitely no more fluids.
Hold on, this I do not like. He's moving his ladder
He's going to have a look.
right over to where we're sitting. In here. I think we might have got away with it.
He's going to us.
Adam finishes the job with a bit of buttering up. That's roof speak for slapping mortar on top of existing pointing. And it's totally pointless. Job done. Badly. There are now more broken tiles than before. Some of them are stuck on with adhesive that won't last. The mortar is already starting to crack. How many ways can you mess up on one small job? Now Adam wants our 600 quid. We've only seen one new tile go on. How many does Adam claim he's replaced?
How many have you put in then, love?
About 6.
About 6, I said. I've got the money upstairs. I'll go in and get it.
Something else Sheila's got stashed away upstairs is me and the camera crew. I'm very keen to know how Adam can justify charging an old lady 600 quid for such a small and badly done job.
All right, Adam. Matt, all right, from BBC Road Traders.
You right?
Yeah, good. This is a special award. This is the golden tile. Because that is the most expensive single tile replacement we've ever come across. £600. That's all that needed to be done. There was a chip tile on the edge there. Yeah, and even that was probably good.
Well, you know, take it off and do properly all of it, really. That's what I said.
First 15 minutes, you actually identified the chip tile, mate.
Right.
And then after that, you've just buttered up this porch, which didn't need doing because the mortar there was perfectly sound. And we've ended up with a job that, to be honest, looks absolutely terrible.
I mean, it's a temporary job, so you need that. I mean, it needed taken off.
It's £600, Adam. Do you know what the weekly pension is for a widow living on her own? It's £87.13, which is probably as much as it costs to fill the tank of your 4x4. I mean, you're a young bloke, you're at the beginning of your career, you could be doing it properly and probably doing really well.
I said it needed all taken off, just didn't want it all.
But you were going to charge 600 quid for what you've done there. You were going to walk away with that money. Where's your next job? Can we ring him up and give him a warning? Remember the name. Aberseal.
Think twice.
Unless you want the golden tile treatment.
That wasn't the last we heard from Aberseal. Adam's mum, Sandra, is also a director of the company. After he left, she called us to defend his work. Fair enough. Then she called back again.
Hello?
All right.
Hello, is it Sandra?
Yeah. If an error been made, I'd just like to comment as well that Adam will be sacked.
Adam will be sacked?
He will be sacked. If an error has been made and he's done something wrong there today, he will be sacked.
OK, well...
I'd like you to know that action is being taken, OK?
Adam's just been sacked by his mum. That is pretty harsh.
Adam's mum, Sandra, says Aberseal resolve complaints as soon as possible. She also claims Adam was planning to come back and finish the job. M6 northbound, we're in a hurry. I've got a date with Slatex of St Helens. If you remember, they did an overpriced and underwhelming overhaul on our roof. Boss Bob is bobbing over later for the money, which gives me a chance to sneak into the shed to find out what our expert Barry thinks.
Barry, you've had a look up there.
Yeah.
What's it like?
Well, they've done work that was completely unnecessary. They've broken tiles in getting up on the roof. They haven't fixed the tiles that were already broken. And worst of all, they haven't even found the original fault.
He's right. Look, the unclipped gutter. It's still dripping. I need to have a word with Bob in the guise of a new kind of hero. It's time for Jimmy, the non-specific Eastern European worker, to bite back.
Before it was not Jimmy, now it's Jimmy.
But now, it's time for Jimmy and Patricia to honour the gods of guttering and rain. That is silly. Once Jimmy's dried off, he'll be getting to work unblocking the kitchen sink, maybe even driving Bob around the bend. The rain dance worked. We've got a shower of cats, dogs and Bobs. Here he is, ready to collect the cash. Jimmy snuck into the shed with the rest of the gang. Listen out for the random code words. Amy Winehouse's sideburns. It's crazy, but I kind of like it.
So, basically, Pat,
right.
If I was you, if I was a thing, I would put a new roof on.
He's only just arrived and he's trying to sell us a new roof again. Note to self, talk to Bob about that.
What I've done what we've done, generally overhaul front and main roof, and I'll put it at the bottom, I'll put total £500, I'll put here. Ideally, the whole roof should be renewed, even if you don't get me to do it. Right. As the tiles on the roofs of the whole estate have started to become porous, and quite a few of other properties nearby have already been re-roofed.
Right, so it's all done now?
It's all done on the front end, but it's still not getting, you can see we've changed the tiles and put new tiles in, but it's still not getting away from the fact, Pat, that in my opinion, and I'll put it in writing for you, you should have a new roof.
Right.
That's a bumper serving of peach cobbler, Bob. I've had enough of this, I'm going in.
Oh, wait a minute, is that somebody at my door? Just a minute.
I don't know.
Did I hear something?
I heard something.
Just a minute. Who is it?
I get called fix YouTube.
You do what?
Right.
Oh, you've come to sort it.
Yes, it's still a problem or it's fixed now?
Well, no, it's still a problem.
Without further ado, I get to work unblocking the kitchen sink. There's actually nothing wrong with it.
It's sort of difficult to work it all out, isn't it, really? Oh dear, what's he doing in there? What are you doing, dear, in there?
Plunging.
Oh, he's plunging, you see.
How long is like this, lady?
Oh, well, is it very much?
It's like a greasy deposit, it's like greasy food.
Right. Is it leaking?
Bob's spotted a leak in the conservatory. It's nothing to do with this job. It's given me a chance to plunge in for a chat.
And I say I'll have to get them back, won't I?
Do you know what that is? Do you know what I'm showing you?
This is problem, hello.
Leak.
This problem for you, yes?
Yeah.
I think maybe a new roof is good for you.
Well, I mean, Bob thinks I need a new roof.
On the main roof, not on this one. This one's fixing. That's
what, this one?
No, the main roof is fine. I see from outside it's not problem, I think.
Not a problem?
No, it's
Bob
good.
thinks it needs all doing.
But this new roof, this is maybe 30, 20 years old. No, it's old, I think.
Oh.
Are you a roofing contractor?
I do everything. I do electric, I do plumb. I think, but this roof not problem, I think.
Which one are you talking about now?
This is not problem.
Excuse me, show me your receipt a minute. I just want to show you something. Where was that receipt a second?
Right, just a minute.
Let me show you something.
Just a minute, don't rush me. Just a minute then, just a minute. I'll show you. It's just
no, I want to show him something, Pat. Can you see that?
Yes.
See that there? What does that say?
It's established.
What's this? All this association you're in?
What is?
Can you show me what association you're in?
Have a closer look at the associations Bob's talking about. Look at that, the Venerable Handshaking Association. And this one, the Saw, Hammer and Tape Measure Society, for people that use those tools. Jimmy's never heard of them.
What this association says?
What association you in? Not even from this country. What association you in?
It make no difference like this country.
It makes a lot of difference.
Why make difference?
I don't like you coming in here and somehow implying that I've not done work that needs to be done. I've done work that needs to be done, so you butt out.
But I look roof, I not see problem, is what I say.
I don't give a toss what you think. What you think to me is immaterial. Pat, can I get paid, please, for the job? Because I don't like this man. I don't like him at all.
Oh.
But
I'm losing temper with him.
what this job say I not understand is...
It's nothing to do with you. Mind your own business. I'm telling you.
Garden is looking overgrown now.
It is a
Garden
bit
is fixing like
overgrown.
Amy Winehouse sideburn, I think.
Is it?
It's grown too much.
I apologise,
We'll
Pat.
have to-
I didn't expect. I've never seen this before in my life.
We'll have to
Where
get-
someone's interfering in work that my workmen have done.
Well, I know.
It's got bugger all to do with him.
It's not need speak like this to me. It's
Listen, pal, you shouldn't need beer, as I said to you now. You all right? Who are you?
Matt, all right, BBC Road Traders.
Oh, yeah, well, I'm not a road trader.
The surveyor that we've got looking at that job knows that you're a road trader because he can see that you're trying to put a new roof on a house which doesn't need a new roof.
Excuse me?
I promise
wrong.
you...
You're wrong.
Bob, I promise you I'm right.
I'll tell you what I'll do with you now. Why is there a new roof? This so long it is. Why is there a new roof over there?
I have absolutely no idea. And this house has a piece of guttering at the front that we dislodged.
Yeah?
There are some cracked tiles. Apart from that, there's nothing for you to do.
No, hang on. Wait, yes there is. What about the flashing that we've changed?
The flashing that
you lead in,
what you've
where
done,
the water was coming in.
there was felt there. There was no water coming in there. There was
You were
felt
calling me
there.
a rogue trader?
I'm calling you a rogue trader.
I've been going 33
You're going to be
years.
on Road Traders.
Don't you call me a rogue trader. I will lose it with you.
You've already lost it.
I
with me.
prove not. I'd lose you when I start firing. I'll tell you now, Cop, because
There's no
you...
need for that.
There's no need for you coming and call me a rogue trader, you cheeky bastard.
There's no need for you to get physical.
Physical at the race, there's every need. You want to get your piss in Urkels unless that's a wig. I'll tell you now, you were calling me a rogue trader.
Yes,
that's
I am.
like you... I'll tell you what, pal, I'm going to lose you. I've never been a rogue trader in my life. I've been in this game all my life, and I've never had this shite before.
You're clearly very annoyed.
I'm very annoyed.
You promised to give this roof a complete overhaul. That's what you said to
No
our
problem.
neighbour.
If they've not done that, they'll do it.
So you'd take the money without having a good idea of whether the
No,
job's
what you
finished or
don't
not.
understand about me is, if I'd have found that out, they'd have been back here on Monday morning.
We carry on outside, but after 40 minutes, Bob still insists he's in the right.
We know that roof does not need to be replaced.
You won't listen, will you? There's none so deaf as those that will not listen.
I've stood and I have listened to you, Bob.
Yeah?
It doesn't change the simple facts that the price you gave us for the work that you did, in fact didn't finish, was over the top.
Which I wasn't aware of. Yeah, go on, carry on.
OK. It wasn't finished. The price was way over the top. And this roof does not need replacing.
Yes, it does.
Anyway, we're getting wet.
Okay, I'll see you anyway. Okay,
I'll
see you. Ta-ra. See you, gang.
In my country, we say, Bob Hill, you take a chill pill. Bob Hill of Slatex claims the work he suggested was necessary and that he has hundreds of satisfied customers. He says he's a small trader who's at all times tried his best.
Amy Winehouse sideburns, what are you on?
The side of truth, Dan. Are you with me?
Suppose so.
Getting your roof repaired is very much like watching an old edition of EastEnders. You know the trouble's about to start when a couple of dodgy old Slaters pop round. Choose wisely. See you later.
Next week, salesmen who push get me in their mush. How much does this guy earn?
I'm not telling you.
Don't worry, we'll find out. And what does a salesman having a bad day look like? Like this. And Jimmy's on the job.
Hello, hi Jimmy.
See you then.
Catch Matt Allwright with another edition of Holmes Live tomorrow morning at 10 on BBC One.